Welcome back to episode 2 of our 6-part series in designing some tucks and mini journals and envelopes. And today we are going to be making, this is, remember if you haven't seen it already, this is from the challenge I did to use wallpaper and fabric sample books to create this journal. And today we are going to make this cute little flip through. I have a couple of them. That's one. This one I've embellished and added cute little pages and things on each one. I sewed some of them throughout the little book. It's kind of a bee and flower journal. So a mini journal inside of a journal. These are some of the tickets that I did. Those are kind of cute. And if you thought the last project was easy, you're going to find that this one is even easier. And not to worry, a sewing machine is not required. I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this. Glue always works as well, so that will serve you perfectly fine for this project. Here's another one I did. This is a fabric sample. This is wallpaper. And I think we're going to do... Today we'll do one with fabric and wallpaper, and I'm going to show you another quick way to bind these with just using paper. So this one I have not embellished yet, but I'm going to show you how to do some little tucks and fun pockets. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So all you're going to need, truthfully, is some paper of your choice. This will be the inside pages, the signature. And you're going to need either 2 pieces of fabric, of wallpaper, of scrapbook paper, whatever you choose. I've already cut these out, and I did them a little bit larger. All right, I'm sorry. I cut this one a little bit larger than this because I kind of like the look of it. So the first thing that we're going to do is either glue it or sew it together. So I'm going to go off camera for a second. And I am going to sew this all the way around. And then what you need to do, and don't really worry about how big your pages are that you've got. I've got some scrapbook paper, another piece of wallpaper, actually another piece. And do you see they're all different sizes? So not to worry if these do not fit perfectly. What I'm going to do is for this one, I'm going to go ahead and fold it right here so that when I put my signatures in, this will actually, let me do this at the top. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll do this one as a side one here. So that will be fine. Let's see. I'm going to put this one in here. This one, I think I'll put this one in here, and then thinking, and that one about there. And then I just use these. These are clips that are used for sewing. I use them all of the time for my crafting. It's basically replaces a pin. And so I'm just going to put a couple of those on so when I sew that, it's going to be so it won't move. I am going to go ahead and just fold this in half so I can kind of see, just to give me a crease when I sew down the middle. All right, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to sew around this real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Everything is sewn in. And just to remember, you can hand stitch this if you choose instead of sewing it in with a sewing machine. I will tell you that when you're stitching paper, always remember, if you are using a sewing machine, to use the longest stitch that you can. Otherwise, it will go through the paper and all of your sewing is for naught, because it will just, basically, it acts just like kind of a knife and cuts it in half. So I have got some cute little embellishments. This is one of the I'm kind of bummed out because I meant to do it the opposite. You see where my, let's see, we might have to use this side. This one looks better. My sewing machine, well, my paper got away from me, but this is one of the stickers that I made using, oh, that's weird. Oh, shoot, I see why that happened. Come on now, this is my favorite one. I stacked the duct tape on top of each other, and so now it's not peeling. It didn't peel all the way off. There we go. Bummer. Throw that aside. I kind of like this, and the cool part about, well, actually this one, it might not work quite so well. Well, I guess we'll use my handy dandy, what happened to it? Here it is. These little flags have a flat end. Okay, come on. I want it to go underneath the typewriter. Come on. Good gosh. I'm having quite a day today. All right, there we go. Moving that a little bit. I'm not sure that I'm well, this sticker obviously didn't work. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see, what else can we add on here? Oh, I like this little. What do we've got? If you can dream it, you can do it. That sounds good. Just gonna put that right across there. And then you can just go inside, and I have this that doesn't really go with it. And just kind of embellish it up however you want. I'm going to do something with that inside. I decided not to sew these two together because I had such a thin piece of paper on my first page, so I just bypassed that. And you can just do whatever you want, and these are great to write on. I love to write on wallpaper. I think it's just sweet. All right, now here, for these that I folded in half, I just want to go ahead and glue this. So now I've got a little pocket. And I'll do the same with this one over here. You could have done that beforehand too, but I just didn't. Let's see, let's give this some oomph. And it's as easy as that. But if you don't have, there's one other option. If you don't have a sewing machine and you don't feel like hand sewing, I'll come back to that and put some more pretties in it. There is another alternative, which is simply by using brads. Now what I did is, these are some old pieces of cardstock from the inside of a package. So they already had this little edge on it, and all you need to do is score it. This is an embossing piece, so I just went across each one of those, folded it back. Same with this one, folded it back. And now I'm going to show you, let's see, okay, how to adhere these. So there's just a stack of just random papers. Don't worry about how far these come out of here. It does not matter. So now we just, what we need to decide is which is going to be our front and which is going to be our back. And I think we'll make this our back. Okay, so simply what you're going to do, you're going to put them to all, stack them all together, and then you're going to take an awl or whatever item you may have. Now, why did I think this was a good idea to use pink on? I don't even know. But for the sake of this project, we're just going for it. Oh, shoot. One thing I should do first. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I made this so it covers up that writing. Now I got to do it over. But I think I want these. Yeah. Okay, oops. Always a good idea to use your clips to keep them together, because as you see, mine just shifted. But this will keep your paper together just as easily as sewing it, if that's what you want to do. And it also works on paper and on fabric. So you're just going to stick your brad in there. Now you can see that I'm leaving this one because I'm going to cover these that way. So next one. Gosh. And this one's a little crooked, so let's hope that that works. They're bendy. Okay, so now we're gonna put that one, and you just got yourself a mini journal for your junk journal, scrapbook, to stick in your purse, whatever you wish to do. And we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna glue that, and I'll just stick a clip on it to keep it down while I finish up the rest of these pages. So what you can then do with all of these that are dangly out, you can simply leave them if you want. I'll probably cut these two off, but for these two long ones, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to make it, I'm just folding them in half, basically at about where this folds up. This one's going to be a little bit deeper, and then I take my, where is it? What did I do with that? Did I stick it? Oh, Angela. Oh, here it is. My round punch, and just tapping that out of there so we have a little pocket to put little goodies. So this one is like almost an entire half. For this one, I'm going to cut off a little bit of it. I'm just going to use this to and we'll use that somewhere else in there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Make it about even. This one I'm not going to have as big of a tuck. Jeez. Okay. Ooh, that seems not good. Okay, that's just gonna, I'm gonna have to cut this one. You know what, these, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'll just flip them and make them a little bit smaller. Just a smidgy on each one of them, and then I'm just gonna glue it. So we got little pockets for something. And since this is going this way, we're able to use the front and the back. And let's make a little punch in this one. I don't know what's wrong with that. It's not very old, so there should be working really well. Maybe it's user error. Only used it 1,000 times. Okay. So now we have our completed little journal. We can even make this, let's make that into a belly band so we can tuck something in there. in the future. And there you have it. So very cute, very simple. And now you've got all kinds of fun little embellishments and tucks for your next journal. So episode 2, now you've got at least 2 additional projects that you can use. Remember, this is the one that we did in the last episode. If you haven't had a chance to watch that, hop on over. I'll link to it on here. And this was our button turned brad that we actually did last time too. And there's the inside. Super, super cute. So tune in next time for episode 3. And what are we making next time? Let me just see. Let's go through this so you guys can see what's up. We are going to make, let's see. Oh, we're going to make this, I think, next time. So this is a little pocket with paper, and we've got a magnet in there, and I'll show you how to use those. So tune in next time. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember to take time and just be. Cheers.